childhood was pretty rough at points. My dad was an alcoholic, pretty severe during my lifetime. I was the baby of the family. But my mother was a woman of faith. She really believed in prayer. But as far as my dad was concerned, he never really wanted me to be born. He had quite a fit when my mother was pregnant with her third child. So I came along almost 7 years later when she was almost 40. So that was a really tough time. And she almost did not have me. The doctor at the time convinced her to have me. But so I grew up with this feeling of rejection from him, really from the womb. And I actually kind of feel like I started turning from him and eventually all men at that point until 1970. When I was in high school. My mother finally convinced me to go to church with her, and it was during the time of the Asbury Revival in Wilmore, Kentucky. And people came to the church and shared about what Christ had done, and they were radiant, and I wanted what they had. You see, I'd been in pain, and I saw joy in them that I wanted. Then I went on to Asbury College. I thought I would become a missionary or something on that order. But it was actually my junior year of college that my father wound really caught up to me. I think I always had a heart toward the wounded, of course. And there was a woman that became severely depressed. She approached me in a way I couldn't say no to. And that began my lifestyle of being a lesbian for 20 years. And it was during a prayer intensive at Calvary that the Lord started speaking to me. He said to me, Sandy, you've never let go of your mother. She'd been gone a year by that point. He says, you've never let go of her. And you've never let go of the rest of the dependency on Debbie, who I was with at the time. And he said, if you'll let go, I can be both mother and father to you now. And so I went to the restroom at Calvary, and I listened to the ring. I'd been on there a very long time by that point. I got it off. And at that point, and I said yes to him. And at that point, it was just like a cannon went off inside me. It's like he came into the deepest place of pain in me. And I have never felt alone since. And the joy that I experienced, and my bride, it was unbelievable. And he had said to me, if you'll let go of them, I'll bring you into your true identity. See, the Lord knew my heart better than I did. He knew what was going to fulfill me better than I did. I want people to experience all the fullness that Jesus has for them. I want them to be able to step into their destiny. I never would have been able to do that had I not said yes. I would have missed all of this. I'm Sandy, and this is my one story.